Leave none standing.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's been a long time since I uploaded a video last, and it's been about 3 months actually. First of all, if you're watching this, I really appreciate you sticking around and really appreciate your support. I want to give you an update, kind of what to expect from the channel for the immediate future. First of all, you probably noticed that I changed my gamer tag. And the reason I changed it is because it used to be a Russian word that a lot of people had a hard time like saying, pronouncing. It was just kind of a headache for me to have to explain to them what it meant and how to say it right all the time. So I changed it to something I thought would be a little bit more simple, something in English. And so, yeah. As far as what to expect from the channel, that one has kind of been a conundrum to me myself, actually, because I've been keeping an eye on the YouTube community, and it seems like for the most part everybody's kind of already bored with Rise of Iron, and I'm just getting started. So it's all new and exciting to me, but most everybody's already heard it all, seen it all, and don't really care. But with that being said, I've noticed that there's certain parts of the game that have kind of been like left by the wayside and not really touched on in YouTube commentary and or really online at all. So I'm going to try and touch on some of that. Maybe some people might find that interesting. Maybe do some weapon reviews. I feel like that's kind of like overplayed. A lot of people, there's tons of weapon reviews out, but I noticed also that my most viewed, I should say, video was the one review for the Stillpiercer I did. So I guess that is what people are interested in, which I get. People want to hear different opinions about different weapons, so I'll go ahead and make a couple. I got a couple in mind. One of them will probably be the sniper I'm using here, the Devil's Dawn. I'll put my 2 cents in about it, and maybe sniping in general, because sniping, man, I'll tell you what, it's a lot different playing with a sniper in Rise of Iron than it was when I left the meta. So that's going to bring me to the next part of my video here, and that is the general thoughts and impressions that I've had so far playing in Rise of Iron. And I've only been playing for a few days now, but I've played quite a bit of Crucible, and I've done the story, done some quests, run around, done patrols. And first of all, on the PvE side, there's not quite as much to do as I expected, which is kind of a bummer. The stories are always fun to play out, see how it is. Overall, the story is cool. I like it, and I like what they did to the Cosmodrome. It's pretty tight, but I kind of just wish there was more to it. But overall, it's pretty good. I have to say I'm pretty happy with it. As far as the Crucible goes, I'm not quite as happy. I'm not gonna lie to you here. It's let's just say I like the state of the meta before Rise of Iron a lot better than I like it now. For a couple of reasons. I just don't understand the whole flinching nerf to snipers. It doesn't make sense to me. I can understand what they're going for, but I think they missed the mark when they nerfed the flinch. It's a little bit over the top, I feel like now. Even so much that with so many people running around with high caliber rounds on their pulse rifles, you really can't be competitive in any range with a sniper rifle against primary weapons. So I'm not sure if that's what they were going for. Maybe it is. If it is, then okay, but I feel like there should be an equal kind of nerf on the shotgun side, because now what we see is there's no consequence for people using shotguns as a primary weapon, but if people use, snipers a lot, they're punished severely. And I don't feel like that's really what they had in mind. So I don't think they'll change the flinch nerf, which that's okay, that's cool, but I feel like there should be some sort of equalizing adjustment, we'll say, on the flip side, so for the shotguns, because they're definitely dominant in the Crucible right now, and the way I see people playing them is just very aggressive, and they'll run right up to you with the shotgun, and a lot of times you can't even gun them down because they're using a Juggernaut shield, or the time to kill on primary is just not fast enough a lot of the times, unless you're using Last Word. It's probably one of the only guns that you can reliably take them down a lot of the times. So I just feel like there should be something. But other than that, things are pretty much the same as always, and that's cool. But I have to give you a disclaimer that I haven't played Destiny for 3 or 4 months now. So whenever you don't do anything for 3 or 4 months, you get pretty rusty, and I am very rusty. When I first jumped in, I was playing like crap, like straight up garbage, and I got a little bit better so far after playing a couple days, but let me just say I'm definitely not up to where I was before, certainly not as comfortable as I was before I left. And that'll just take some time for me to practice and get back to my old skill level, and we'll get there. I'll adapt and adjust to the new meta, and things will be cool. And maybe I'll even change my tune and think that the meta is cool now, but I don't know. I mean, it's pretty obvious to me, and the evidence I feel like is pretty clear. Shotguns are definitely king of the Crucible right now, and snipers, although they're still decent, I mean, they'll always be decent, I feel like, and in certain game modes they're better than in others, but they're definitely not as good as they used to be, and especially in 6s, it's kind of hard to compete now compared to as it used to be before, and that's just too bad. But I'm not really the kind of player that's just gonna drop everything and change at the drop of a hat because the meta shifted a little bit. I'm still gonna snipe. It's what I love to do. I'm a sniper at heart, really. I may play around with a shotgun or a fusion rifle from time to time just to mix things up and have some fun, but ultimately I'm gonna be sniping most of the time. And even if that puts me at a slight disadvantage, I'm still going to do it because that's how I like to play, and that's what's fun for me. And at the end of the day, that's what matters, is having fun when you're playing video games. At least for me. But that's probably going to wrap it up for the video, guys. I appreciate you coming out and watching and taking the time out of your day. Keep your eyes open over the next day or two for some more videos coming out from me. I have a few ideas in my head running around for some new videos. Hopefully I'll be able to make time to do them. But until then, be safe, and I'll catch you next time.